just a lot of athleticism out there on the floor, Mac. And I know that we're going to see more of that here tonight. We've got the defending state champs here in Oak Hill, if I'm not mistaken, against a Wabash team that just blew North Miami out of the water on Tuesday. So you've already said that you're forecasting a Wabash win here tonight. John Harrell Stats agrees with you. They're saying it's going to be only a 12-point game, though, and in sectionals, that's kind of a close game.
Is that what it says? 12 points?
12 points, 60-48.
Yeah, so if I had to handicap it, I would say it's more than that. I ultimately think Wabash they're the bigger, faster, stronger version of Manchester.
Yeah, based on what I saw Tuesday, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know that they have I mentioned off air, I think we're at commercial, that my cousin in the late 90s played for Wabash. And, you had to be good to be JV, or you didn't make the cut, let alone varsity. These guys out here, they know how to handle the ball, they know how to shoot the ball, and they absolutely showed that Tuesday.
Yeah, and Wabash carried the TRC this year. They were by far the front runners. They do, again, they're a lot, again, like Manchester, they do everything well. They run the floor well, they rebound well. The one thing that they have overall across the board, though, that Manchester doesn't, is height in all positions. So does that matter? At times it can, but there's just something about Wabash when you watch them play that they're able to just be the type A in your face and put you away. Right.
It takes a special basketball player for that height to not really have an impact. You've got your, when we look at the NBA, you've got like your Muggsy Bogueses. John Stockton, he's not a short guy per se, but he was kind of short out on the floor when he was playing. But by and large, let's face it, the game tends to go to the tall guys.
Yeah, Wabash 19-4 on the year. So, and I believe they played Manchester twice. No, they only got them once this year because the tournament that they had Northfield and Southwood. But Manchester, and potential matchup tomorrow night between them. But Manchester was beat by 16. So if that tells you the bigger, faster, stronger Wabash. But yeah, Wabash is outside of some I would call good teams they've played. Mississinawa, Fort Wayne, and then that Tuesday night where they lost to Valley, which anytime you play during the week, conference game, those can be tricky. They've literally just took care of business in a big fashion. So what you saw Tuesday night wasn't a fluke. And likewise, Oak Hill, good squad. They've lost quite a bit from last year, but they're home, and
there's a lot to be said for that.
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge advantage.
But here's the other advantage. You talk about this team winning a Class 2A state championship last year. A lot of these kids were on that team. They may not have played a lot, but they know what a postseason run looks like and what happens in big games. And I'd say even though this is a semifinal round, this is a big game. You can tell by the atmosphere, by the people in this gym. We're on the very top row. And if we didn't have our seats already, we'd be out of seats.
Oh, yeah.
There would be no room for us.
Oh, absolutely. If they didn't have the tables and everything all ready for us, and as it is, we've got folks crowding all around our tripods that we have set up in front of us. And as that was, you had to give up your spot at the table, so you can see around the camera. It's a packed house.
That's exactly right. This is a fun atmosphere, and you look at Wabash, and everything goes through their guards. Everything goes through Derek Vogel and Blake Gribben and Trenton Daughtry. And, Daughtry's a 1,000-point scorer, and those kids can just shoot the ball. Yes, they have 6'5" and 6'8" in the middle, but everything starts and ends with their guards.
1,000 points doesn't happen by accident. You got to
exactly
put the
right.
ball in the hoop and do it often.
You know, we talked about the sixth man for Manchester, the sixth man for Wabash, Jared Holly. He's as good as a starter. So you take a one starter off the floor and bring basically another starter back on.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's
Well, and the thing about this Wabash team is I'm only seeing 2 seniors on the roster. These are guys that have more to give.
Yeah.
You know, and so with them being this good, this experienced, but to be this young,
Yeah.
it's
Look at Press Row. Press Row, you got a radio station or 3 radio stations and a TV station. So you know this is a fairly big game.
oh yeah.
This is a chance for Oak Hill to prove themselves and start their run at a repeat.
Yeah, and there's no doubt the coach said, you know, again, I know they're under 500 this year, but coach is telling every one of those kids, you saw what we did last year. You know how to go about taking care of business. You're on your home floor. Don't worry about who we would play tomorrow night. You find a way to win tonight, and anything can happen tomorrow night. But if you're looking ahead, that's no good. You got to look at the game tonight and only tonight.
But let's go there for a minute. Let's go there. If you're Paul Wright and you're in the Wabash Apache locker room and you're 19-5,
Yep.
and you're ranked 17 in Class 2A,
Yep.
and you've got 10-12. I don't care who it is, but you got 10 and 12 on the floor in front of you, knowing if you win, you get Manchester tomorrow night. How do you keep your kids focused?
It's the biggest monster in their locker room right now because, you know, they were out here, they were watching Manchester. That's a Wabash County opponent. That's the toughest thing. And for that locker room to have that monster in it, the other locker room is saying, hey, let's give it all we have. They're looking ahead of you guys. They're already looking at their opponent tomorrow night. They're supposed to win this. John Harrell has already picked them to win this. Let's go play. And that's what I say to them. That's huge. And there's something about being an underdog. It's just there's always something about being an underdog that I love.
You know, this, like we mentioned before several times already in this pregame, the atmosphere here and the crowd here is phenomenal. It's fantastic. There's not too many open seats in the house right now.
I'll say this. After Oak Hill comes out, and if they make the first 3 or the first layup, just listen.
Oh yeah, if they draw first blood, I don't know, we might not be calling the rest of the game because it might blow out the headsets or the audio input on the camera. I'm not sure.
So 4 minutes to play in the game. Winnemac was down by 20 to Marquette. Now with 3 minutes left in the game, they're only down by 8.
Wow.
So Winnemac making a push to beat a really good team in the Marquette squad here in Class 1A.
Well, I've got to say, I go to Dr. Jennings in Logansport to make sure that my spine's still in my body, and he's liking what he's seeing out of Winnemac this season. So he's called him to go far in the post.
I have to assume that this could be the championship game of that sectional. So again, we're coming up here will be the 19-5 Wabash Apaches and the 10-12 Oak Hill Golden Eagles. Again, the one half of the championship game is set as Manchester really just destroyed Lewis Cass tonight, 90-56. And Mac, if the starters stay in, they not only hit 100, but they might have hit 115.
Yeah, they ended with 90, and the subs played most of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So,
Well, except one position, didn't they?
yeah, Lester, they did run Lester for about 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
So Manchester will be home on the scoreboard, and the Oak Hill Eagles, Golden Eagles, I should say, will be visitors. It wasn't very long ago Oak Hill, Mac, was in the TRC.
Yeah, and I've always said, I mean, when I played there, we came down here a couple times, but there was something about Oak Hill in the TRC and made the TRC better.
Absolutely, in every sport.
In every sport. And not that Wabash obviously hadn't brought a lot as well, but it was tough to see them go. I get it, geography-wise. I think she's wanting to know the website.
Oh, okay. Well, Mac doesn't have his Muss doesn't have his headset on. If anybody's asking, it's rtc4.com.
Yes.
Muss was saying, or you are Muss. Dag nabbit. Mac was saying he was thinking that was.
Wait, did you call me Muss?
I'm sorry, Mac.
It's a good day, Mac.
Woo!
Good day, man.
My hair is not that short, and I don't have that many wrinkles yet. So.
Oof.
Sorry, Coach. Anyways, there's just something about when Oak Hill was in the conference that made it better, but it is kind of ironic that the team that replaced Oak Hill in the conference, and now they're playing each other.
That's exactly right. So coming up, we're going to have the starters. Game number 2 of the semifinal round of the Oak Hill sectional. Winner of this game will go to the championship tomorrow night. That's a 7:30 start here at Oak Hill High School. We'll be on the air with RTC TV4 just a few minutes before that. Kyle and I will be back. Blaine will be back, yeah?
Yeah, that's the plan. God willing, the creek don't rise. If Highway 18 doesn't rip the suspension out from under my car on the
19.
way. Oh, yeah, 19.
Yowza.
I drive a little Mini Cooper, and I'm just waiting for it to fall into one of those holes and then just put a piece of plywood over it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we drove 19 as well, and we were basically straddling the double yellow line all the way here.
Right.
Can I say that as an insurance agent?
You're covered.
Here we go. Time now for the starting lineups. First for the Oak Hill Golden Eagles with a record of 10-12. At one guard will be a 5'10 senior, number 3, Landry Osman. At a second guard, a 6'1 sophomore, number 11, Clay McCorkle. At a third guard will be a 6' junior, number 21, Taj Johnson. At one forward, a 6'3 senior, number 15, Connor Cabe. At the other forward, a 6'5 sophomore, number 45, Tristan Hayes. Oak Hill coached by Mr. Kevin Rinsbarger. For the Wabash Apaches, they have a record of 19-5 and ranked 17 in this week's Class 2A poll. At one guard, a 5'11 junior, number 5, Derek Vogel. A second guard, a 6' senior, number 11, Blake Gribben. The third guard, a 6' junior, number 22, Trenton Daughtry. At one forward, a 6'5 senior, number 12, Logan Vandervelden. And the other forward, a 6'8 junior, number 34, Eli Vandervelden. Wabash coach by Mr. Paul Wright. So again, the winner of this game will have Manchester tomorrow night for all the marbles at Oak Hill High School at 7:30. We are right in the middle of the Wabash crowd, as you'll hear here shortly.
Shortly? Hear it now.
You'll probably see it now.
Yeah, Dunk, our cameraman, is having a little bit of trouble getting a shot over the crowd. That's all right. Maybe we'll sit down when the action starts.
Unless Wabash comes out on fire like they did on Tuesday night. I'm telling you. That North Miami game was over before it started. They started raining threes, and all of them started shooting threes, and they were all going.
I think Val's tweet said they ended the half on like a 43-2 run.
I didn't see that. No kidding.
It wouldn't surprise me. It was, 51-15 at the half?
That could have been.
I feel like that was right. I remember sending that out on one of the Discord servers I'm on. Guys who used to live in Indiana, and so understand that basketball is huge. And that game was over in the first quarter. There's no question.
So Oak Hill in their navy blues, the Wabash Apaches in their home whites. Blaine Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here in the second game of the semifinal round here on RTC TV4. Wabash will go to our right and Oak Hill to our left. Winner of this game again to Manchester tomorrow night at 7:30 here at Oak Hill High School. Eli Vandervelden and Hayes to jump center for their respective squads. Wow. Marquette now up 61-59 in the minute 40 to go to the game.
Oh, wow.
Tip is up and controlled by the Apaches. Daughtry, baseball pass to Logan Vandervelden. Now to Vogel on the left wing, right side to Vandervelden. Logan on the right wing against the man-to-man defense. Vogel on the right side of the floor. Left side to Daughtry. Long three for the Apaches. Good.
That was deep. That was from Converse.
Man-to-man defense picked up at the Oak Hill volleyball line as they cross the timeline. McCorkle with the basketball in the center circle, just right of it. McCorkle with the basketball, works against Vogel. Near the timeline, and they get away with a 5-second call. McCorkle to Hayes. Hayes on the wing, looks back door to Osmond, can't get him. Now has Osmond on the right side. Osmond holds against Daughtry. Right wing, behind his back dribble. Brings back to the middle of the floor. Now we're going to have a 5-second call.
Wow. There's that rule. That one right there.
Yeah, that's the one we talked about last game.
Invented in 1930.
You're right. You got me. I knew I saw nose guarding longer than that back in the late 90s, but, you know.
Right side is Daughtry. Long three, right wing, no good off the mark. Eli Vandervelde to the putback. Down low, jumper down low for the Apaches is no good. Ball being tipped around. Eli Vandervelde comes out of there with it to Vogel. He thought about a three, passed it up. Now to Daughtry. No look pass to Eli Vandervelde. His shot no good. And Johnson with the rebound. Now we're going to have a foul on Oak Hill, that is, out of bounds. And I believe that's going to be whistled. It's Cabe.
Yep, he pushed the Apache to the ground. Jackson came in and got the rebound, or Johnson, excuse me, but first team foul.
Eli gets the inbounds pass from Brother Logan, and he misses the point-blank shot. He gets his own rebound, loses it in the paint. Got to get out of there. Takes up a tough shot. The putback is no good by Logan Vandervelden, and Hayes for Oak Hill the rebound. And then that pass is tipped away and stolen by Oak Hill. Daughtry, reverse layup is good.
Wow.
And those boards are going to be critical in this game.
Absolutely. Oak Hill runs the other way. McCorkle outside to Osmond. His jumper on the way is good from inside the three-point line.
Very good move to put the ball on the ground there. Cannot travel.
Vogel, long three, left wing, good again. Derek Vogel.
These are NBA threes, boys.
He's so far out on those threes that the cheerleaders could just step in to guard him.
Oak Hill the basketball. And now we're going to have a foul. Nope, we're going to have another 5-second call whistle against the Oak Hill Golden Eagles. That's the second one in 2 or 3 trips.
Wow.
Coach isn't happy about that.
Well, I think it's a good call, to be honest with you.
Been there since the 30s. You got to know it's coming.
5:50 to play in the first quarter.
Come on, man.
8-2 Wabash. Daughtry. Logan Vandervelden to Daughtry. Right side to Gribben. Leaner off the window. Nope. Johnson with the rebound for Oak Hill. Now we're going to have a foul on Gribben. With 5:38 to play in the first quarter.
They tried to sell that charge down there in the paint. Didn't get that one sold.
Wabash team first foul.
Cable looked to inbound it for Oak Hill against a full court press.
2-1-2.
Near side to Johnson. He crossed the timeline left. Here comes the trap. Around the defense to Cabe. Cabe for Oak Hill looks back at the coach, has a play, takes Logan Vandervelden to the left, gets ready to travel, rebound to Eli Vandervelden, ahead to Gribben. Left-handed jumper is good off the glass. Timeout Oak Hill. It's 8:30. You're watching the second game of the Oak Hill semifinal round of the sectional on RTC TV4.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
5:18 to play in the first quarter. Wabash explodes to a 10-2 lead. And after the Oak Hill timeout, they'll have the basketball going to our left as Cable look to get it in for the Golden Eagles. Blaine Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here live on RTC TV4. Three-quarter court press by Wabash. Johnson gets the pass.
How do you do that three-quarter court, full court press there,
That is tough, isn't it? Wabash ahead, and that pass knocked away, stolen by McCorkle. McCorkle around the center circle. Down low to Hayes. Jumper over Eli Vandervelden's no good. In and out. Gets his own putback. Is good. Hayes with 2. 4:50 to play in the first quarter. 10-4. Wabash. Daughtry drives. Dump pass to Eli Vandervelden. Jumper from 10 feet is good. McCorkle with the basketball. Ahead to Johnson. Back to McCorkle. Far side now. I guess McCorkle has it. Down low to Hayes. Backs his way in over Vogel. Shot in and out, no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back is good. That's how he pads stats, man.
Dennis Rodman, baby.
Daughtry in the left wing against Johnson. Man-to-man defense for Oak Hill. Logan Vandervelden 5 feet behind the arc in the left wing. Dribbles top of the key to Daughtry. 3, right side for Wabash, no good. Eli Vandervelden the rebound. Kicks it outside to Vogel. Down low to Logan Vandervelden. Fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the refs gave up that jersey hold there, but before that, but we're okay.
Logan Vandervelden to the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches. They lead by 6 with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. First one is good, nothing but net. Logan, a 6'5 senior, will have one more for the Apaches. And Jared Holly comes into the game for the first time for Wabash, a 6'1 junior for the Apaches, replaces Eli Vandervelden. Vandervelden's second one is good again. Student section, fantastic on both ends.
Well, I'm going to say right now the teams are trading punches. It's getting ready to be literally. I was talking about the score, and with Wabash up, Oak Hill's going to come out no good for that.
So a foul going to be whistled against Gribben. That'll be his second, and he'll quickly come out of the game as Kelsheimer will check in for Coach Wright's bunch. McCorkle will look to trigger it in front of the scores table. Again, Oak Hill going to our left. 14-6 Wabash, under 4 to play in the first quarter. McCorkle gets it into Cabe. Cabe goes to the basket hard. His shot no good. Put back by Hayes, no good. And Daughtry the rebound for the Apaches. Daughtry, no look pass to Vandervelden on the baseline. Now to Daughtry, 5 feet behind the arc. Baseball pass cross court to Holly. Now to Vogel, top of the key against Oak Hill's 2-3 zone. Vandervelden left side, Daughtry, wide open 3, left wing, good again.
Wow. I don't know how you don't step out on him. I mean, he's going to let her fly.
Can't play his zone against Wabash. Can't do it. Oak Hill the basketball. Osmond across the timeline. Down low to Hayes. Hayes backs his way in, throws up a shot, and it goes in. Wabash running the other way. 17-8, 3:10 to play in the first quarter. Daughtry drives, steps back. Vandervelden in the paint. Jumper from 15 feet is good.
You know, Oak Hill's not just trading punches. They're getting a 2 and letting Wabash have a 3 and then a 2.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Cabe across the timeline to Osmond. Now to Height. Down low to Hayes. Now to, and a foul coming. Cabe will go to the line to shoot 2. Wabash will pick up that foul. Connor Cabe, a 6'3 senior, will go to the line for Oak Hill for 2.
Looking ahead, because that's what I do. The winner of Sectional 37 plays the winner of Sectional 40 in the regional at LaPel. And that would be, it looks like the horses in that sectional are Frankton, who's 21-3, and Wapahani, who's 16-6.
Wow.
So
21-3. That's a big season.
yeah, that's pretty good. And Frankton's right outside of Muncie there,
So is Wapahani.
and so is Wapahani. So yep.
Second bucket's good there.
19-10. Wabash, 2:40 to play in the second quarter. Daughtry at the free throw line out of Vandervelden, 10 feet behind the arc on the left wing.
We've had a lot of action, but it's still just first quarter, bud.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Daughtry in the corner. Kelsheimer for 3. Nope. Rebound to Hayes for Oak Hill. Outlets to McCorkle. McCorkle brings it up before against Daughtry. Around the defense. Pull-up jumper from 10 feet short. Vandervelden on the rebound. He rips and runs.
I'm glad I'm not statting this game.
Daughtry in the corner. Holly at the right elbow. Cut off by the defense. Jumper for Walters is no good. Rebound tipped around. Ball still loose. Kelsheimer comes out of there with it. Ball loose on the floor. Scramble for it. We're going to have a tie-up.
Bodies everywhere. I love it.
And it's going to go to Oak Hill.
When I coached, I said there was no such thing as about a 50-50 ball. That's our ball.
Get on the floor.
Get on the floor. Pain is
2:03 to play.
temporary, pride is forever.
9-point lead for Wabash. Under 2 to play in the first quarter. McCorkle across the timeline. In the corner, down low to Hayes. As he's falling out of bounds, we're going to have a foul whistled against Wabash.
How does he call that? There's a guy under the bucket staring right at it, didn't call it.
Is that going to be on Holly?
Guy out top, and it looks like that's going to be the that is on Holly.
Vogel back into the game.
That is 4th Wabash foul.
You got that backwards, Mac.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to mess with you all night, isn't it?
No, I'm right. The guess. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Height at the free throw line for Oak Hill. Ball loose, picked up by Wabash. Kelsheimer now has it stolen by McCorkle.
Wow.
McCorkle through the defense from the elbow. Jumper's good.
I'm also glad I'm not twisting this camera around. You're doing good work, Dunk.
Well, Wabash is home on the technically by jerseys, but on the scoreboard, they're listed as guests.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, wait, you're right.
So why is that?
I don't know, but I got probably because the scorer's table got confused. And so I'm sitting here looking at the way that it should be.
Walters for 3.
Well, I'm glad you pointed that out to me, Mac. So that means I got my lower third wrong.
Yeah.
I could change that pretty quick.
Probably because it says Eagles and you can't get it saying anything else. It's on the scoreboard, so they just.
What exactly happened right there? Walters hit a 3.
It didn't count. They called an offensive foul.
Oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't an offensive foul. They must have called a turnover on him or something.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. And then Wabash forces a 5-second call again.
I haven't seen that called in a long time, and
Third
that's
one
3
this
in the first quarter.
Yep.
Wow.
54.8 to play in the first quarter. The Apaches by 7. 19-12. Vogel with the basketball.
A quick 5, though. That's a very quick 5.
Vandervelden to Vogel. Thought about a 3, passed it up. Back to Vandervelden with 43. Logan Vandervelden, left side to Vogel. Long 3 for the Apaches is good again.
Oh, my goodness.
30 seconds.
That one was from Marion.
Wabash down now, or up by 10. McCorkle against Vogel. Takes him to the right. Spin move in the paint. Down low to Hayes. Hayes backs his way in, throws up a tough shot, and it goes down.
That was a great passing series.
Good footwork by the big guy.
Very good.
14 seconds. Vandervelden with 10. Holly high on the left side with 7. To Walters with 6. Vogel fakes a 3. Drives to the free throw line. Out to Holly with 1. 3 at the buzzer is no good. After 1, Wabash leads Oak Hill 22-14. You're watching the second game of the Oak Hill sectional from the semifinals on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Brocky Insurance offers personalized coverage options for all of your insurance needs. You can trust your policy through Erie Insurance has been customized specifically for you, your assets, and your budget. Online at brockyinsurance.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Here we go, the second quarter. Here in the second semifinal game of the night at Oak Hill High School. The winner of this game will get Manchester tomorrow night at 7:30 for all the marbles.
Well, that's the slowest you've been able to talk since tip-off, Mus.
You're not kidding.
I do not
Fast
think
game's
fast
a fun
enough.
game.
I do not think fast enough for this game. Specifically, this game.
Yeah, it's fast, isn't it?
It's getting hot in here.
That's a song, isn't it?
I don't know, but man, I'm getting warm.
Oh, leave it on, man.
Yeah.
I know the rest of that song.
Wabash starts the second quarter of the basketball up by 8. Jolly directs traffic against, make that Vogel directs traffic against the man-to-man. Daughtry for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound Oak Hill. Osmond, down low, layup partially blocked. Evans got his shot blocked, and now Wabash has it. Vogel's going to be called now for a carry. 7:28 to play in the first half, 22-14 Wabash.
The striped shirt, that's another job I don't want in this game.
Ever,
No way.
ever. You couldn't pay me enough to be a referee. Evans. McCorkle across the timeline. Out to Hayes in the right elbow. Down low to Evans. Out to Hayes. Shoot it, big man. Now to Height. Height picks up his dribble. Now it's stolen by Daughtry. And then Daughtry's fouled by Height.
Good foul.
I was going to say, not a bad foul because Daughtry's going to the other way to shoot her layup.
I've seen wasted fouls, and that's not one of them.
I agree with that. 7:11 to play in the first half. 8-point lead for Wabash. The Apaches the basketball going to our right. Vogel in the corner to Holly. Jared Holly now to Daughtry. Man, you've got to be inside his jersey. Eli Vandervelden. Holly drives the baseline. Down low to Eli. Loses it. Picked up by O'Kill. McCorkle up the floor. Height on the wing. Has it stripped away from behind. Picked up by Vandervelden. Now to Vogel. No look past it. Logan Vandervelden reverse layup is no good. O'Kill the rebound. McCorkle brings it up now for the Golden Eagles. 22-14 Wabash. 6.5 to play in the first half. From the free throw line, McCorkle shot no good. Logan Vandervelden with the rebound, and he rips and runs. Outside of Daughtry. Free throw line. Paint. Jump pass. Goes out of bounds. O'Kill going to get it back. Cabe comes back into the game. Height sits down. Kelschmeyer back in. Eli Vandervelden to come out.
I tell you what, Daughtry, if there's another Hamby in the conference, it's him, and they're in the same county. I mean, it's just very identical games. Penetrate when you want, good shooter.
A junior.
Crazy.
McCorkle to DuBois. Now Evans in the corner to McCorkle. Three shot no good. Hayes putback is good. Coach Wright says, hey, how about over the back? He's riding us the entire night. And he got a putback for two. Daughtry in the right wing. Now to Vogel. Back to Holly. 5:50 to play.
That's
In
the
the first
second thrown away pass down here.
Yep. That one was just not a very good pass. It goes out of bounds. Walters comes back in, and Holly will sit. 5:50 to play first half. 22-16 Wabash. Oak Hill basketball. McCorkle will bring it up. It's Vogel, the man-to-man press. Across the timeline, high on the left side to Evans. Evans, a pass around to Cabe. He'll take the 18-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Good block out by the Apaches. Vogel rips and runs. Derek Vogel outside of Daughtry in rhythm. Right wing three. Good.
Do not leave him open.
No.
As far back as the volleyball line, do not leave him open.
9-point lead again for the Apaches. Biggest lead of the night has been 10. 5:15 to play in the first half. Backdoor pass tipped out of bounds by the Apaches. It will stay with Oak Hill baseline left. McCorkle will trigger it in for the Golden Eagles. Looking to get it in, does so to Hayes. Jumper no good. Logan Vandervelden with the rebound. He rips and runs. Wabash to our right. Outside of Daughtry, three straight away for the Apaches. Good again!
Oh my gosh.
Might want to find 22 on the floor.
Right?
Under 5 to play.
I don't care if you are running a zone. You need to do a zone in one.
They call that a box and one.
That's what I meant. Thank you. Hey, Computer Geek. Computer Geek, yeah.
Vogel, step back three on the baseline. Good again! Timeout, Oak Hill at the 60. Wabash up 31-16. You're watching the second game of the semifinal round of the Oak Hill Sectional on RTC TV4.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now, I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Enyard's True Value and Rental is your local one-stop shop for all of your home improvement and party rental needs. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you with your next project or event. Enyart's True Value and Rental of Rochester. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com.
Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Welcome back to Oak Hill, 31-16. Wabash basketball. Some finals to pass along to you. Argus defeats OD tonight, 78-26. And Marquette leading Winnemac, 73-64. I think that one's over. So is the Argus game, for that matter.
And there's another Wabash pass heading out of bounds. Just 3 in a row, was it?
Wabash has forced 4 5-second calls this half on defense.
That's incredible.
31-16.
That's more than have been called since 1930.
Wow.
Nothing.
Teardrop shot in the lane as an air ball. Johnson to the rebound. Outside to Height. Back to Johnson in the corner.
I'm still diagramming the zone and one.
Cave three, no good. And, the basketball saved from going out of bounds by Kelschmeyer, but they're going to say it was not. It hit the out-of-bounds line, so it'll stay with Oak Hill baseline left. 3:53 to play in the first half. McCorkle will look to get it in. Lob to Johnson. Shot no good. Kelschmeyer the rebound.
Just a little too hard on that.
Out to Walters. Blaine Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here at Oak Hill High School. The winner of this game will get Manchester tomorrow night. Shoot it. He's in range.
Heat check.
Kelsheimer in the baseline. Outside to Vandervelden. Now to Vogel on the right wing. Vogel now brings the top of the key. Right side of Kelsheimer. To Vogel. 3:15 to play in the first half. Wabash in control here in the second quarter. Vandervelden backs his way in. Kicks it out to Vogel. Wide open three straight away. Too hard. Rebound to Walters and Wabash. Out to Vogel. Vogel drives. Kicks it out to Walters. Three right wing for the Apaches. No good. And Oak Hill the rebound. Cave. McCorkle. Near side to Height. To a cutting Cave. His layup is no good. Ball loose. Picked up by Oak Hill. And now we're going to have a foul on Walters at 2:46 to play in the first half.
I'd like to know the statistic of a team that has a player wearing a mask from a broken nose. Typically, those teams, there's just something about a masked man. Those teams win more often than not.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Does that have something to do with the mask indicating the
intensity of the team?
Yeah, that's what
absolutely. A broken nose is diving on the floor. Or you can't catch, but looking at the Wabash team, there's no doubt that cat was diving on the floor.
Nice entry pass defense by Kelsheimer.
Well, and I was just thinking about the last time we were down here in Wabash's court, there was 3 different guys who shot a 3 and were that close.
Yeah. Tie up for Wabash and Oak Hill, and Oak Hill going to get it back. I'm telling you, Walters, Kelsheimer, Holly, they all have green lights too. They come off the bench.
Oh, it's tomorrow night. You could be seeing 53s launched if it's Wabash.
Yeah.
Manchester.
I agree with that. 2:20 to play in the first half, 31-16. McCorkle from 10 feet. Nope. Rebound. Vogel ahead of Vandervelden. Vandervelden outside to Vogel on the right wing. Oh, we got a bounce pass to McCorkle. Loses the handle to Vandervelden. Vandervelden on the right elbow. Has his ball stripped away and stolen. And Oak Hill travels on the loose ball.
Height is just not afraid to reach in there. He's like, I'll either get the ball or I'll get a foul. Just doesn't care, I don't
Why
think.
play scared?
Halftime Pioneer over North White, 29-23. Thank you, Steve.
I don't want to talk about Pioneer right now.
Under 2 to play in the first half. Bounce pass. Vandervelden. It's been 31-16 for a while. That could change here in a minute. Nope. Rebound by Walters. Yep. Partially blocked. Walters right there at the right time. Picks up the loose ball rebound and puts it in for 2. It's 33-16. McCorkle the left elbow. Works against Vogel. Works to the right wing. Now top of the key. Another 5-second call. Whistle against Oak Hill. 5th one of the half.
I don't reckon that will be talked about in the locker room here at halftime.
I'm guessing that will top the headlines. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Wabash 33, Oak Hill 16. The Apaches with the basketball. Vandervelden bounce pass to Kelsheimer. Out of Daughtry behind the arc in the right wing. Baseball pass cross court to Walter. Outside of Vogel, now to Vandervelden. Vandervelden in the paint. Leaner on the way. High out the window. Nope. Rebound by Hayes and Oak Hill with a minute 10. And then Daughtry just about picked the pocket of McCorkle. Will stay with Wabash as Daughtry knocked it out of bounds.
I thought he was going behind the back and up for a layup.
That would have been tough underneath the basket. But I'm guessing we can see that tonight.
Based on some of the threes I've seen, I mean, I'm not discounting anything.
Blaine Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. McCorkle, bounce pass to Hayes, has it stolen by Vandervelden to Daughtry. Daughtry runs, middle of the floor, left-handed layup, no good, but a foul coming on Johnson. And that is going to send Daughtry to the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches.
Is there any place Daughtry doesn't shoot?
No. His shirt pregame said if he's in bounds, he's in range.
Well, I don't doubt it.
Free throw is good by Daughtry. 52 seconds to play in the first half.
And if I'm coach of Wabash, I'm telling him to let it fly.
Yeah.
I like my odds.
Second one, good again.
He don't even hit the rim.
19-point lead now for Wabash as time ticks away in the second quarter. McCorkle against Daughtry just about picks his pocket. Goes out of bounds.
Just as hard on the defensive end as he does on the offensive
you're
end.
right. You can't take that young man off the floor.
Nope.
Unless you're up by 50.
Oh, so Tuesday.
Yes, exactly. Height with 40 seconds for Oak Hill. To Cave near the volleyball line, who hands off to McCorkle at the free throw line in the corner to Height for 3, right baseline. Nope. Rebound to Walter. Walter now to Vandervelden with 30. Vandervelden coast to coast. We're going to have a blocking foul on Height.
Be the 15th foul on Oak Hill.
It's only Height's second, though, and as aggressive as he plays, it kind of surprises me.
27 seconds to play in the first half. Wabash up with the basketball. And with 3 for Walter. Nope. Offensive rebound to Walter, though, with 22. Now to Kelsheimer. Vandervelden with 18. Logan Vandervelden now backs it out to the timeline with 10. Man-to-man defense, runs with 9, goes to the basket, layup on the way, no good, but a blocking. Oh! A charge going to be whistled against Vandervelden as Hayes moving the entire time. Are you kidding me? Let's get sucked into the excitement here, men.
You don't look a gift horse in the mouth there for.
Wow. 6.8.
You know, though, you hear coaches say it all the time. You sell that foul, you sell that charge.
He was leaning before the contact even came at him.
It's okay to sell it. You just can't move when you're selling it.
Hey, you know.
Side to side, that is.
You know, the ref bought it, so all I'm going to say is he's a heck of a salesman.
He did.
6.8 to play in the first half. Blair Zimmerman, David Musselman, Kyle McLaughlin. Here at Oak Hill High School in the second game of the semifinal round. Winner will get Manchester tomorrow night. Pass comes into McCorkle. Loses the handle. Daughtry fakes a 3, drives the basket with 2, layup is good, and that's going to do it for the first half.
Wow.
At halftime, Wabash up on Oak Hill 37-16. You're watching the second game of the semifinal round at Oak Hill High School in the Oak Hill Sectional on RTC TV4.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
5 wears his fire hat and coat in the wind.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. RTC TV4 thanks you for watching tonight's broadcast. Sponsorship and advertising opportunities are available, and free production is included with every sponsorship package. If you are seeing this, then your customers are seeing it too. RTC TV4. See for yourself. Please support the local sponsors who make this production possible.
At Co-Alliance, we understand the importance of community. After all, we've been farmer-owned since the 1920s. And now that we're a part of your community, we want to become your total agronomy solutions provider. Co-Alliance offers the latest in ag technology for your operation. From field scouting and fertilizers to premium seed and precision agriculture, we can help take your operation to the next level. Put the resources of your local cooperative to work. Contact Co-Alliance today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout north central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
First Federal Savings Bank has provided mortgage loans for over 50 years.
We're now offering commercial loans to support our local businesses.
We offer business loans for real estate, equipment, lines of credit, and investments. We also offer Simply Free business checking for all your banking needs.
Contact Lindy Breeden, our business lending expert, to take the worry out of your business banking.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
At Co-Alliance Propane, we treat our customers like neighbors because, well, that's what we are. When you trust Co-Alliance Propane as your seriously local propane provider, you're trusting a team of professionals who live, work, and watch the game from right across the county, not the country. A team that's close by and seriously dedicated to your safety and providing the best service possible. Find out more about Co-Alliance Propane's seriously local service and how you can get 50 gallons of propane free at coalliancepropane.com.
There's been a lot of talk lately about net neutrality. At RTC, our customers receive the full and open internet and nothing less. We are not the gatekeeper, toll operator, or curator. A free and open internet has been the single biggest driver of innovation over the last generation, and we want that engine of innovation to live on in our customers. If you ever have a question about your internet service, give RTC a call. We are here for you.
Welcome back to Oak Hill High School at halftime. Right now, the Wabash Apaches showing why they're the favored team to win this sectional, Mac, as they're up right now 37-16.
And that was the Trenton Daughtery show. 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the line, 18 points. Followed up by, just unbelievable three-point shooting across the board by Wabash. Again, they're athletic. They get after you defensively. They rebound the ball well. The bigs play well. It's about like watching the first game with Manchester. They're the same team. But yeah, they're fantastic, very well coached. I don't know what more to really say about them.
Oak Hill cannot, while Vogel and Daughtry and Holly and Kelsheimer and Walter, and they cannot ever go back to a zone.
No.
I don't know why they stayed in it so long. I also don't understand why not only that not staying in the zone, but just be reluctant to not try something else, because at a certain point doing the same thing over and over is insanity. So switch it up. Don't let them get comfortable. But, I'm just a radio guy. I'm not a coach. But I'll tell you this. Oak Hill, 7 of 23. I know you're a coach now, but 7 of 23 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line. It's over. I hate to say it, but it's over.
Unless they change something up. How many of those 5-second turnovers did we have?
I think we had at least 6.
We had 5 or 6. But let me go back to the first game and reference something. There's not enough Space Jam water in that locker room to bring them back in this game.
I talk a lot in a huddle about keeping our foot on their throat, keeping our foot on the gas. And I have to assume that Coach Wright's in the locker room right now saying, fellas, our foot is on their throat. If we come out and press hard on that throat in the second quarter or the third quarter, the first 2 minutes, and we get up by 25, this one is over.
Yeah, and the guy, who else is in the locker room saying let's go? Is the 5 or 6 guys on the bench that don't get to play as much?
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to get in and play the fourth quarter. So, but.
And that's exactly what Wabash needed. This is the worst thing right now for Manchester. Manchester was hoping for Oak Hill, Wabash, tight game to the end, and this is exactly what they did not want to see, as Wabash is ready to blow the doors off.
Absolutely.
Right, because now Wabash is going to come in tomorrow with reasonably fresh starters too, if this keeps up the way that it has been, because they're going to let them sit the fourth.
Yeah. Manchester got to set the fourth in the first game as they win tonight 90-56, so half of the sectional championship game is set. And we may not be very far away from having the second half of that sectional championship game set. 37-16 right now, Wabash on top.
Now that said, we've also all seen a team come out of the locker room after a first half that looks like that and go on a hot streak.
I think they got to. I think
they don't have a choice if they want to stay in it, but we've seen it happen. And I know we've had games that we've covered for RTC this year that have come out like that. Now, unfortunately, the games I've seen like that, they've run out of gas by the end of the third, and then the fourth turns into more of the first and second.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I've been real impressed with Tristan Hayes down low for Oak Hill in that first half.
And
he's got really good footwork.
Yep.
He demands the basketball, and he's playing hard.
He's been the go-to guy. The problem is you can't trade 2 for 3.
Yeah,
so
very true. Very true.
And what Blaine was saying, I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying they can't come out and put a little run together. Typically, you look at a lot of things, and the recipe is this. It's not Wabash is just shooting good. They're doing all facets of the game good. You would have to have a fundamental breakdown in all facets of the game to let Oak Hill back in it.
Look,
that's absolutely true.
Wabash has already forced 6 5-second calls tonight.
You haven't seen 6 all year.
That's exactly right.
And that doesn't count then the pocket picks, the rebounds, the everything else.
They're so active on the offensive glass, I agree.
Now, Mackie, I think you probably did hit the nail on the head there. As much as anybody likes to root for an underdog, Wabash is handling all facets of the game. We can talk about those three-point percentages, and their misses have been on the rim and just rolled the wrong way.
Yep.
So, and that's not just Daughtry, that's the whole team.
Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, David Musselman as we go to the third quarter, and Wabash turns it over. It'll be Oak Hill basketball, 9 seconds into the third period.
And that is the one thing they're going to need to work on if they want to go deep in the tournament, is protecting the pumpkin. That's their 12th turnover.
Yeah, the winner of this sectional feeds into a rough regional.
It doesn't get easier.
Nor should it.
Nope.
You wouldn't anticipate it.
Johnson, layup, nope. Eli Vandervelden, the rebound. Logan Vandervelden pushes. Left side to Gribben, who's back in the game. Set most of that first half with foul trouble. Vogel high on the right side to Gribben behind the arc. At the free throw line, jump stop to Vogel. Vandervelden, Logan feeds Eli on the block. And he dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers. So if you want to get back in the game, if
This
you're
is the way to do it.
Yep.
They're not even getting shots up. You've got to get the ball in the bucket.
McCorkle the ball. Now to Hayes in the right elbow, and his pass is knocked out of bounds by Gribben. It'll stay with Oak Hill out of bounds baseline right. A minute into the third. Wabash leads 37-16. McCorkle to Hayes. Leaner, block, but a foul coming against Eli Vandervelden with the body. And that's going to send Tristan Hayes, a 6'5" sophomore, to the line to shoot 2 for the Golden Eagles. First one for the big man is good. I don't think one single person has left this gym.
No, they keep piling in because it's getting hotter.
Second one for Hayes, in and out, no good. Rebound to Logan Vandervelden.
That's definitely a big change from Tuesday's game, too. I think everybody left this side of the gym after the first quarter.
Yep. Vandervelden to Eli Vandervelden. One dribble to Daughtry. 3, right wing in rhythm. Short, rebound at Vogel. Vandervelden down low. His leaner on the way is good. 39-17 Wabash.
Those are backbreakers.
Second chance opportunities.
Yep.
McCorkle around the defense in the paint. Oh, almost tied up by Daughtry. Osmond, 3 straight away. Ooh, no good. Rebound to Johnson. His jumper no good, but a foul coming against Eli Vandervelden. That'll be his second. And Taj Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 for Oak Hill.
Oak Hill hadn't hit a 3 tonight.
How many have they attempted?
That's their 4th.
Okay. Taj Johnson, a 6-foot junior at the line to shoot 2 for Oak Hill. First one is good, nothing but net. It's amazing at this angle. As high up as we are, everything looks like a line drive to me.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to go off the back of the rim.
Second one is good again. 20-point lead right now for Wabash. Gribben, Vogel, Logan Vandervelden backs it out behind the 3-point line. Now to Gribben. Bounce pass down low, taken away by Johnson. Now McCorkle. In the corner to Osmond. Give it to him. Big man wants the basketball. Under the basket now is Hayes. Down low to Johnson. Ball loose, picked up by Eli Vandervelden. Now to Daughtry. Daughtry behind his back dribble. Goes left. Stops. Vandervelden. Eli, jumper from the elbow is good.
How are you going to leave that shot open?
Pick your poison.
Either give up the layup and not help or leave it open. Nice cut.
Back door to Johnson. He loses it. Picked up by Vogel. Ahead to Logan Vandervelden. Tipped out of bounds by Cabe. Wabash will keep possession. Kelschmeyer comes back in. And Gribben will come out.
Well, this is something to keep note of. Wabash has started the half very sloppy.
Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. Oh, Daughtry gets a wide open entry pass.
I don't know how that happens right there.
Best shooter on the floor.
I feel like the inbounder should have had a lot more coverage than that. The expression that comes to my mind is white on rice, glass of milk, etc.
What?
Tech guys.
Yeah, right.
Tech guys, yeah.
Hayes, leaner over Vandervelden. Nope. Eli with the rebound. Outlets to Daughtry. Baseball pass to Kelschmeyer. Saved him going out of bounds on the sideline. Now Daughtry directs traffic in the center circle. Takes it left. Drives. Foul on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think everybody in the place, including myself, thought that ball was going to the corner to Logan Vandervelden. .448 to play in the third. Wabash up 43-19. And Daughtry at the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches. Automatic.
Sweet stroke, man. I'm telling you, that is.
Evans back in for Oak Hill.
That is pure.
And Gabe will get a break.
Not even hit the rim.
The junior. Great for Wabash, bad for everybody else in the conference. Second one's good again.
You don't give Daughtry a shot, let alone, I mean, free throws are.
Yep, gimmies.
Yeah.
Logan Vandervelden comes up to help, just about picks the pocket. Eli Vandervelden now has it. We're going to have a tie-up. And it'll be Oak Hill basketball.
Players like that, you tell whoever's guarding him, you stay with him, and I want to know what kind of gum he's chewing at the end of the
right
night.
on. .436 to play in the third. Wabash up 45-19. Oak Hill basketball on the far sideline. McCorkle will look to get it in to Hayes. Hayes stands in the corner against Eli Vandervelden. Backs his way in. Tough shot. Blocked. Vogel picks up the loose ball rebound. To Daughtry. Wabash runs. Baseball pass to Logan Vandervelden. No look past it. Eli's good to foul. Wow. That's moving the basketball up the floor right there.
That's very nice.
Did anybody dribble it? I think it was just pass in.
I'm not sure the ball did hit the floor. Free throw by the big man is good. 47-19. McCorkle around the defense. Jump pass to Height. Down low to Hayes. Hayes travels, no call. Throws up a shot. It's good.
You can't let them get 10 points, though, when you've only put 4 on the board if you think you want to stay in it.
Well, here's the other thing. You can't let Hayes get that deep on you. Daughtry throws up a tough shot. No good. Hayes with the rebound. I'm telling you. Tristan Hayes is 6'5". He is a load from here. Eli Vandervelden blocks a shot, and then we're going to have a reach-in foul on Hayes.
Once again, the official across the court calling that, the near official letting it go. We've seen a couple of those this game.
You're right, we have. Du Bois back into the game for Oak Hill, and McCorkle, I think that's McCorkle's first break of the night. 3:50 to play in the third quarter, 48-21. Wabash. Apaches with the basketball going to our left. Logan Vandervelden directs traffic on the block, backs his way in against the double team. Out to Vogel. Vogel in the corner. Thought about a three, passes it up now to Vandervelden. Logan drives it right. Outside of Daughtry. Long three is short. Rebound Oak Hill. Osmond ahead to Height. Height. Ooh, foul on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kane Height, a 6'1" sophomore at the line for Oak Hill for 2. First one's good.
What did Oak Hill have last year? Was it 4 or 5 seniors?
Yeah, and they were tall and they were athletic.
Yep.
I was just looking at the starting lineups. They have 5 seniors, but only 2 starts. Eli Vandervelden, Kelschmeyer. Out to Vogel, spins away from the defense, backs it out to the volleyball line. And now we're going to have a reach-in foul on Height. That's going to be 3 on Height, I believe.
That is correct. Team's 4th.
3:13 to play in the third. Law pass inbounds. Ball's loose, picked up by Vogel. Ahead to Logan Vandervelden. He dribbles away from trouble. 3 minutes to play. Wrap-around pass to Vogel. Spot up 3. Right wing is off the rafters and in.
Wow. Bounced off the rafters, didn't even touch the rim.
Osmond. Outside to Evans. Now top of the key to Du Bois. Du Bois takes it left against Walter. Cut off by Vandervelden. In the corner to Hayes. Jumpers no good. Make that to Evans. Vogel the rebound. Wabash with the numbers. Vogel coast to coast. No look pass. Throws up a tough shot out the window and in. And now it's a 31-point lead with 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Hayes against Eli Vandervelden on the right baseline. Backs it out behind the arc. Now to Osmond. Osmond around the defense. Left elbow. Picks up his dribble. Outside to Hayes. Gives to Height. 3, right baseline for Oak Hill's good.
First one of the night to go in.
2 to play in the third. It's a 53-25 lead for Wabash. Vogel, crossover dribble. Ball's loose on the floor, and Oak Hills cannot save that from going out of bounds. It will stay with Wabash. Daughtry comes back in. Coming out of the game is Vogel for Wabash.
Yeah, I just glanced up at the scoreboard and realized Daughtry has almost as many points by himself as Oak Hill has.
Yeah, that's correct. He's matching his jersey number right now.
Inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds by Oak Hill.
22, in case you can't see.
Hey, maybe somebody's just got it on listening to it from the other room. Can't be like that, man.
No, it's possible.
Kyle McLaughlin. Blair Zimmerman, I'm David Muslin. Kelsheimer for 3. Good. Wow. No, that's a 2. I beg your pardon.
That was a long 2, though.
100 seconds to play in the third. 55-25. Osmond for 3 for Oak Hill's good.
They're heating up now.
And now we're going to have an Oak Hill, make that a Wabash 30-second timeout. You're watching semifinal sectional basketball from Oak Hill on RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest ag input retailer, offering all of your crop input needs. Stop by our location just east of downtown Fulton or give us a call anytime. Online at nutrienagsolutions.com. Enjoy the game with an ice-cold Coke. Locally owned and operated since 1907, Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo proudly supports 28 high schools in north central Indiana. Our starting lineup of brands are sure to keep you hydrated on the sidelines and at home. Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Kokomo. Please support our local sponsors.
Minute 20 to play in the third quarter. Wabash scores again, 57-28, a minute 10 to play in the third.
Kelshmeyer with the put in off the missed 3 from Walter.
Bounce pass to Hayes through his legs and out of bounds. Oak Hill touches it last. Wabash will get possession.
If I'm not mistaken, Walter is the one who came off the bench against us, and didn't he torch us for like 20-something points in the fourth quarter? Or, you remember?
Yes, 26.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
In the game, yeah. Yep.
Vandervelden from 15 feet, good again. .45 seconds.
Is that your interview with Val?
Haven't had one yet. Hayes Leaner, good in the foul.
He's going to dig into the archive, so be ready.
Well, he'll tell me stuff I didn't know.
You might be right.
Holly back in the game. Eli Vandervelden with 3 will come out.
The knowledge that Val brings into an interview always amazes me.
You and me both. And not a scrap of paper.
No. He interviewed me a few times during cross-country season as a coach, and I was just like, okay, well, that sounds good, Val. Actually, I'm going to trust you on it.
Walter, 15-footer, short. Rebound to Hayes, good block out. Evans brings it up the floor, and that pass is tipped out of bounds by Vandervelden. Logan. 19.5 to play in the third quarter. Wabash up by 29 at 59-30. Evans to Hayes. Wide open shot is good.
Don't know how they fit that pass through.
Hayes is 15. I like him. Daughtry coast to coast with 10. We're going to have a blocking foul or a charge. It'll be a block before the shot with 8.8.
When you put 16 on the board but give up 22.
Tough to cut into a lead.
Get you beat every time. every single time.
Those numbers don't work.
8.8 to play in the third quarter. 59-32 Wabash. Apaches will look for the final shot of the period. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman here at Oak Hill. Manchester already in the championship game. They won tonight 90-56 over Lewis Cass. And they're awaiting the winner of this to see who they play at 7:30 tomorrow night. You can watch that championship game here on RTC TV 4.
Be live at 7:25, a little bit of pregame going. And
I'm not sure where it came from tonight, Mac, but hospitality room was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Vandervelden.
Chicken and steak tacos. How
Stolen
do you go wrong?
By Osman with 6 seconds. Leb, no good. Height with the rebound. Putback is no good. Make that, no good, but a foul coming with 2.9.
She said it was Fazoli's Tuesday. Tonight was
I'm not sure where it came
Mexican
from. Mexican
food, and tomorrow, hey.
T-bones.
Deal.
Oh, I definitely need to not have any technical difficulties so I can get down to the hospitality room tomorrow.
Height's free throw is good for Oak Hill. 2.9 to play in the third. Wabash up 59-33. One more coming for Height, a 6'1 sophomore. It is no good. Rebound by Oak Hill. Put back at the buzzer, no good. After 3, Wabash leads 59-33. You're watching the Oak Hill semifinal round of the sectional on RTC TV 4.
Smith Farm Stores has everything you need for your home and your farm, both inside and out. We are your local Steel, Skag, and Simplicity dealer, offering a full-service center with a certified technician on site. Smith Farm Stores offers a wide variety of household appliances, including top-brand refrigerators, washing machines, and dryers. We are also a full-service paint center, offering on-site color matching and more. Stop by today or check us out online. Smith Farm Stores, everything you need and more.
Fourth quarter we go at Oak Hill High School. Again, the winner of this game will have Manchester tomorrow night in the sectional championship here at Oak Hill.
I think it's
Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, David Musselman.
Safe to say, I'm going to go out on the ledge here, but it's safe to say it's an all Wabash County sectional championship.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bet against that.
Well, I think if Oak Hill comes out here and hits 2 big shots, 2 threes.
20-point game.
I don't know. But I hear what you're saying.
Well, they had a 17-point quarter, but it's going to require them completely shutting down Wabash on the offense.
Bogo's pass that's knocked out of bounds by Oak Hill on the far side.
So what Muss is saying is not only do they have to hit a couple shots.
They have to play defense.
Yeah, they got to play defense, but they're going to have to pitch a shutout.
I would agree with that. Entry pass comes in to Daughtry. Over the top. Ball stolen. Du Bois has it. Dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds.
I mean, well done on the defense, forcing that. Really, it's a low percentage pass. You see him a lot, and those are easy pickings.
Yeah, right.
You can't kick it out of bounds. And
full court press. Wabash breaks easily. Gribben. Logan Vandervelden now. Ball's loose. And boy, you're talking about a little sloppy here to start the fourth. Kind of like it was to start the third.
Yeah.
Daughtry in the paint. Shot, tough one. Height with the rebound. McCorkle back in the game. Hayes' 3 is no good. Make that, oh no, he gets a rebound. Leaner against Vandervelden's no good. Rebound fought for. Ball loose, still loose. We're going to have, Daughtry comes out of the basketball. The pass is stolen by Doug Du Bois and puts it in for 2. Are you kidding me?
There was 4 or 5 bodies on the ground. I couldn't.
At least, absolutely. Vogel picks up his dribble as Oak Hill turns up the intensity a little bit, and then Logan Vandervelden going to be whistled with a foul. A minute gone in the fourth and final quarter. A 59-35 lead for Wabash. Hayes with the basketball on the right elbow. Now we're going to have another illegal screen, this time whistled against Oak Hill. Cabe 6:45 to play in the game. Full court press by the Golden Eagles. Vandervelden has his pass tipped, save from going out of bounds. Vogel now has it. Gribben leans in. Ball's loose on the floor. Thrown out of bounds. Oak Hill going to touch it last.
I will say this. Wabash has some work to do on cleaning up their play. I mean, between them and Manchester, you cannot turn the ball over like this and expect to walk away with a W.
Vogel high out the window and in. 61-35. And then Daughtry picks the pocket of McCorkle. His right-handed layup is good.
Now, am I imagining things, or did the game start a lot cleaner for Wabash than what we're seeing right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's why the third quarter and the fourth quarter starts have looked a little off, because we have seen it basically, we saw a clean first half.
That's what I thought, and it's just been the way that the third and fourth started. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not remembering this right.
So both teams shoot free throws from here on out.
Maybe I stood up too fast and hit my head on the girder.
McCorkle the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches. I'm sorry, for the Eagles. Wabash up 63-35. McCorkle the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Free throw no good. Hayes with the rebound. Put back over Vandervelden is good to foul.
Well, sure, trade a free throw for a bucket and a foul.
That big man, though, I'll give you credit. He working tonight. I mean, the guard play is spotty at best for Oak Hill, but he is
a load, man.
He is a load. Great footwork, very good at sidestepping out of trouble down there, and
free throw's no good. Vogel rebound.
A junior.
He's got almost half the Golden Eagles points tonight.
Logan Vandervelden goes to the baseline. Vogel at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Gribben. Outside of Vandervelden. Vogel now on the right wing. Around the defense. Daughtry in the paint. Tough leaner. Nope. Rebound to Cade. Kiefer Oak Hill loses the handle and his footing. Ball loose. Johnson. Jumper blocked. Hayes put back. Good and a foul.
That's Daughtry's third or fourth block tonight, though. He's got some severe ups from the point guard position. They have him listed at 6 foot. The boy can jump out. I mean, a vertical I've dreamed of.
Free throw for the big man is good. He's got 20. 23-point lead now for Oak Hill. Vogel across the timeline. Gribben goes right. Layup is no good, but a foul coming on Oak Hill. Gribben will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Apaches.
The bummer here is the defense Oak Hill has brought in the fourth quarter is the defense they needed to bring in the first 3 quarters.
Totally agree.
Absolutely.
And this would be a game.
Yep, I agree. Gribben, free throw.
What? What?
He struggled Tuesday night from the free throw line. That brings the Oak Hill student section to their feet. Second one is no good.
The spin looks funky off that.
Vandervelden on the rebound. 5:20 to play in the game. 23-point lead for Wabash. Logan Vandervelden around the defense, gives to Vogel. Bounce pass to Daughtry. Against the double team around the defense. Behind his back dribble. Cross court to Vogel. 3 left wing for the Apaches. Good.
What a seal screen from Kelschmeyer.
That was beautiful.
66-40. Lob pass to Hayes. Hayes, 10-footer. Nope. Logan Vandervelden loses the handle and then steals it back, and then we're going to have a foul coming against Oak Hill's Cade.
Oak Hill student section not happy about that call.
1 and 1.
Logan Vandervelden on the line to shoot 1 of the bonus. 4:47 to play in the game. Again, a winner of this one will have Manchester tomorrow night. Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin, I'm David Musselman. First one's good for Vanderbilt. He hasn't had many tonight, but he has done really well on the offensive end.
Remember this for tomorrow, though, but if Gerben's in the game, you do the hack-a-shack.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm all right with that.
Because they're not even close.
Du Bois for three. Nope. Hayes, rebound, tied up with O'Kill.
I don't know that I've ever seen a jump ball called like that.
I am taking this kid on my team every time I get to pick.
Who's that?
Hayes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
McCorkle. Bounce pass into Johnson. Not a height. Drives it left, free throw line, backdoor to Johnson. Right-handed layup is no good. Logan Vanderbilt on the rebound. And now we're going to have a foul on Hayes, and Vanderbilt will go back to the line to shoot one of the bonus.
That's his fourth. Team 10th, team 8th. Oh, 9th. I'm still messed up with the board from when you had me messed up with the board.
Hey, I was just going.
I had it right the first time.
I was going by jersey colors.
It's a good thing we're on TV, so the viewers can just
tone me out and watch.
Free throw is no good, but the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Hayes. Wabash can keep possession with 4:25 to play in the game.
When we're on radio, I've had many tell me they wanted to mute me, but they couldn't. Now you can.
Well, I kind of wanted to mute you a couple times.
I understand.
But hey, it's a good thing that we're set up the way we are because I've certainly got a face for radio.
Yeah,
I thought
too,
Daughtry was going to shoot it from there.
I think he'd have made it.
I think he would have too.
Vanderbilt, paint, Vogel, three, left wing, air ball. Out of bounds.
It looked good.
It did look good from here.
Our view, it looked great.
Little long. 4:10 to play in the game. Wabash by 27. Oak Hill, though, Max, still fighting.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
Osmond runs a point for the Golden Eagles. Osmond around the defense. Now in the paint. Cut off by the defense out to height. Long three over Vanderbilt. Nope. Daughtry the board. Daughtry rips and runs. Behind his back dribble. Coast to coast. Down low to Gribben. But before the shot by Gribben, Daughtry was fouled.
That is a clinic right there. Around, through, under, over.
He put that behind his back and went through three guys.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Double bonus coming for Wabash. Daughtry there to shoot two. 3:51 to play in the game. Wabash by 27, now 28.
Oh, he hit the rim that time.
Yeah.
He's getting tired.
When you call him make a bad sloppy shot for a player, you know what kind of night he's had.
Come on, man.
I can't believe I touched the rim.
One more coming for Daughtry. Looking to push this back to a 29-point game, and he does so.
There you go. That was
he's done. Walter back at
I think he's cramping up. He's starting to limp, but I noticed him kind of stretching his calves.
Yeah, I saw that too. Daughtry's done
He's
for the
going
night.
straight to the locker room.
When you jump the way he's been jumping, think about how much you load your calves.
Never had that problem, couldn't tell you.
Fair enough.
It is crazy hot up here. Evans has a block from behind by Logan Vanderbilt. It is hot up here, and you can imagine what it is on the floor right now. 3:41 to play in the game. 69-40. Wabash. Height over the defense to Evans. Osmond left side to Du Bois to Height. Feeds down low to Hayes. Hayes backs his way in. Has it taken away by Kelsheimer to Gribben. His layup no good. Rebound by Oak Hill. And Wabash tied up. Wabash will keep possession.
.29 game, starter still in.
You know, we talked earlier that McCorkle hasn't come out much tonight. I'm not sure Hayes has come out at all.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I mean,
Vanderbilt inbounds to Gribben to Walter. Walter from the elbow. Nope. Rebound tipped around, out of bounds. Last touch by Wabash.
I think that was all Oak Hill on that rebound. The refs will call it how they'll call it, though. I don't want to wear the striped shirt. I've already said that.
Blair Zimmerman, Kyle McLaughlin. I'm David Musselman here at Oak Hill High School. Evans pull-up jumper too hard.
Ooh.
And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hayes and Oak Hill. So we're on the air tomorrow night around 7:25.
Yep.
For the championship. Now it looks like Wabash and Manchester. Kind of who we anticipated when the night started.
Yeah, it was.
Walter on the wing. Cross court to Vogel. Vogel has this pass kicked out of bounds by Hayes with 2:50 to play.
Hayes just looking frustrated with. He's working hard. Things just not going his way.
Vogel's done. Gribben is finished for the night. Allison comes in for Wabash. Also Davis in for the Apaches. Vandervelden looks to get it in. Does so to Allison, who I think the inbounds pass bounced on the inline. I guess I am 95 feet away from it, though. Vandervelden around the defense. In the paint. Backs it out to the volleyball line. Now near the center circle. Vandervelden against Hayes. Outside to Walter with 2.5. Walter splits the defense. Floater in the lane. Short. Rebound by Oak Hill.
Walter almost got his own rebound there.
2:20 to play. Wabash going to move on to the championship tomorrow night against the Manchester Squires. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Oak Hill. Now tied up for Davis. Davis has it out. Kelsheimer to Allison. Davis, layup, good.
Oh my. And that, my friends, is what you call team basketball. When the subs come in and the enthusiasm doesn't stop.
Walter with the rebound.
That's awesome.
Minute 50 to Davis, and now we're going to have a timeout by Oak Hill just to, I think, make some subs. And Vandervelden comes out. Leland comes in for Wabash as folks start heading to the exits. Also, Boggs comes in.
I'd say the count of Wabash is empty, though.
I would agree with that. Minute 48 to play in the game. Wabash going to move on to the championship game tomorrow night against Manchester. It's a 7:30 start. I think we'll all be back, won't we?
I plan to be.
Yep.
Jeez. Leland's jersey about ripped off of him. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wabash. Oak Hill basketball. 100 seconds. Cave step back threes and air ball. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Oak Hill to go back to Wabash as they lead 71-40. With a minute 37 to play in the game.
As physical as this game has been, I think the front row of the student section probably needed insurance waivers.
Davis with a minute 25. To Walter on the near side.
Waivers aren't worth the paper they're printed on, buddy.
Walter will go to the line to shoot two. Minute 20 to play in the game. Jasper Walter, a 6-foot sophomore, hits the first freebie to make it a 32-point lead. Last one out of Wabash County tomorrow night. Shut off the lights.
Well, there's still two schools there that I don't know if they'll come watch, but.
Well, they sure might. We see a good one, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's something to be said about good basketball. I said before we started this game, sometimes it's really good to not have a horse in the race.
That's exactly right. And we also thought maybe this would be a tight game.
Well, that is true. John Harrell was saying 12 points, and that happened a long time ago.
Minute to play. 23-point lead, make that a 33-point lead for Wabash. Oak Hills, Hirschberger puts it in for 2. 45 seconds. Davis, come on, man.
Now
McCade.
Now that was one of those wasted fouls.
Cabe, one of the seniors for Oak Hill. Still in the game. I've got to imagine that height as we, Kirk Frinsbarger will. It's a 2-shot foul. Oh, it's a five fouls on Cabe. He is done. He walks off the floor for the final time, but he's got a ring on his finger.
Not a bad problem to have.
That's exactly right.
And not just a ring, a blue ring.
Yeah, there you go.
Not that the red ones are bad, they're just not as nice as blue.
Right.
Davis 4-2. First one is good. Second one for Davis. 40 seconds.
It's only 33 points. I think they can do it. Nothing. All right.
Crickets. 35. McCorkle. Leaner over Allison. Good. 22 seconds. Coach Wright says don't shoot it again. Just get it across the timeline and spread it out. 15 seconds. Oak Hill's going to let them run out the clock. The final in the semifinal round, or the second game of the semifinal round of the Oak Hill Sectional, goes to Wabash over Oak Hill, 75-44. Post-game show coming up next on RTC TV4.
This is Old You. And this is Now You.
Clive wears his fire hat and coat in the wind.
Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood. This is Old You. And this is Now You. Things change. Your insurance should too. Talk to an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. And now you can stop knocking on wood.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production. This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Back at Oak Hill High School, the final tonight in the second game saw the Wabash Apaches defeat the Oak Hill Golden Eagles, and a little bit of surprise in my opinion, 75-44. And you know, each of the 4 games here in the sectional, Mac, have been blowouts. The first game surprised me Tuesday night with a 20-point Manchester lead, or win, I should say, over Rochester, 53-33. The second game really didn't surprise me. The first game tonight really didn't surprise me. Manchester defeats Lewis Cass 90-56. But this game surprised me. This game I thought maybe was going to be a little closer, but it really wasn't, even from basically the tip.
Yeah, I'm opposite of you. I'm not surprised tonight. I think Wabash is a complete team. Understanding their roles, what they do. I think Oak Hill's trying to still find what they're going to do outside of Mr. Hayes. They've got a big fella that can flat play.
I agree.
They're not good shooters from the outside. Or they struggle shooting, I should say. So I just don't think it's a good matchup. Was a good matchup for them at all. I think Wabash, as easily as they won tonight, still has some things to work on for tomorrow night, going into to play themselves essentially in Manchester. 19 turnovers is a lot of turnovers, and they're going to have to protect the ball better.
You know, a lot of those unforced.
Absolutely, and
a pass going out of bounds, and those are the kind of things that you got to tighten up. But I've got to say, I mean, split the difference here. That the result, the win going to Wabash didn't surprise me. The point spread. The point spread is what surprised me on this one, when the defending champs come in and give up a 31-point game.
Now, the defending champs isn't the same team as last year, but they had been in this situation before. Not so much all of them, but they've still been here. But yeah, I'm not surprised at all. But Wabash won just by the amount of the point differential. So Manchester got a lot more rest than I thought the Wabash starters got tonight. The Wabash starters played well into the fourth quarter, and Daughtry came out midway through the fourth quarter with some cramping issues. Like you said, Mac went straight to the locker room, and it'll be interesting to see which 2 teams show up tomorrow night for the championship game.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch. Individually, I like some individual matchups, but Daughtry, Hamby is going to be fun to watch.
Oh man!
I didn't get to see that in the regular season. I know Wabash had a 16-point win or 15-point win over Manchester. Throw that out the window though tomorrow night on a neutral court. But yeah, that individual matchup, and when you're looking at Casper and the supporting cast of Manchester, to Vogel and Vandervelde and the supporting cast of Wabash, it's going to be a fun one tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
75-44 win, Wabash over the Oak Hill Golden Eagles. You have post-game numbers?
I do, yeah. You want them?
Yes, please.
All right. Oak Hill on the scoreboard, 44, led by Mr. Hayes, the big fella. It's a sophomore. He had 20 and 11 boards with a double-double. They shot 30% as a team, struggled. 2 of 11 from deep, 8 of 14 from the foul line. For Wabash, they were led by Mr. Daughtry, who had 26 points, 8 of 17 from the field, 4 of 10 from three-point land. That shocked me when I saw that. I think he started out 3 of 4 maybe, and 6 for 6 from the foul line. Vogel, 19 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 5 of 7 from deep. Elijah Vandervelding with 11, 5 of 8 from the field. Again, the stat that also sticks out to me for Wabash, they had 19 turnovers. They forced 24, they're +5. However, 19 turnovers. Manchester finished with 10 turnovers. I think that's going to be the key tomorrow. who protects the ball better and gets more shots up is going to be the game's going to be a track meet. You're a track coach. The game's going to be a track meet.
It'll be back
up
and
and down the floor, but whoever protects the ball better. Both teams are exceptional foul shooters. Both teams can hit the deep ball. Both teams rebound well. It's going to be like watching the same squad. But tonight, overall, Wabash just too much for Oak Hill early. I will say this, and I said this once, but Oak Hill had to bring what they brought the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter the whole game. The result would probably still be the same with Wabash winning, but the score would be different.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Absolutely. And Wabash has to bring the cleanliness of the game they had in the first half. They have to have that all night long. If they get sloppy out, it was actually towards the end of the second quarter, if I recall, right before we went to the locker room for halves, that they started, sloppy inbound passes, and they're not going to get away with that tomorrow night.
Pioneer defeats North White tonight 67-56, and that's going to send Pioneer on to the sectional championship game tomorrow night against Covenant Christian. Our final here tonight, 75-44 in the second game. First game went to Manchester over Lewis Cass, 90-54. Blair, thank you for your time. Mac, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you tomorrow night around 7:25 for a 7:30 varsity contest here on RTC TV4. Good night.